Yoy, you are a Bavarian cream custard pie, baby dolls. I have 3 key bullish news for you. This reminds me exactly of the time when I was a wee little pup. I was sitting in crypto here. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to follow, but I believed. There were bullish undertones and nobody believed me. Not a single soul. I kept saying they're going to drop the rates. They're going to print, blah, blah, blah. No one knew. They said, excuse me, sir. You are wearing no pants. We're not going to listen to you. And I said, damn it. These people are going to miss out on a life-changing opportunity. And they did. And they had to go buy the tops. Let me remind you what's coming in, baby dolls. What already has come in today. This is just in. Fresh, hot. Mastercard has filed a trademark application to develop crypto blockchain software. I want to remind you, Mastercard have one of the most used payments in the world. They know crypto is the future. Crypto, Ethereum, it settles faster and better than they do. Now, of course, they have a centralized system, but when we're able to put more stable coins, when we're able to flesh out DeFi more, when we're able to put more users, more growth, more crypto applications, they want to take a part of it. They know it's the future. Even though we are slow today, they understand this. I want you to know this is a bullish undertone for our bag. Bullish undertone, no, it's not an immediate pump, but I'm just telling you, I'm getting deja vu. If we go all the way back to here when I drew these arrows, I'm telling you, there was these news pieces here and there. And this is exactly what was happening. It was not enough for you to just go up 20% in a day, but it was enough for me to tell you with confidence, people are looking, people are watching, we are growing. It's just a matter of time. I want to remind you, Mastercard are serious, big dudes. And I'm telling you now, perhaps 2024, 2025 get boosted by this. They are being watched. All of these big players, they're being watched, friends. No one operates in a vacuum. They don't go and do these by accident. This is just one piece of juicy, beautiful news, okay? Look, undertones today are our pumps tomorrow. That is exactly right, Mr. Coins. And of course, and we have Kelly Big Boobies saying, breaking, Richard Hart has been served a subpoena. So Kelly Big Boobies is obviously raging because the hex price is down. Kelly, it's going to be okay. Oh man, you people make me laugh. Okay, so we also have Deutsche Bank, right? The Deutsche Bank is a down-only institution. They have applied for a cryptocurrency digital asset service license. Lots of question marks there. I don't know how these guys aren't bankrupt. I thought literally 13 years ago they were going to go right under. I don't know how they are still around. They are being funded by the government, and rightfully so, because if they go down, there's a massive implosion. Look at this. They have $1.5 trillion under management. Okay, so this is enormous because BlackRock have about 9 to 10 trillion. So yes, 1.5 trillion is enormous. The total crypto market cap is about, I have this chart here for you, it's about 1 trillion. The total crypto market cap is 1 trillion. So the fact that these guys have such a giant amount is enormous. They have 1.5 times their entire industry. Now, of course, I'm just going to be intellectually honest with you. They don't go and allocate, or on average, the people who get offered these services, they don't go allocate a lot. They allocate like 1 to 2%. So it's not the end of the world. But here's the thing. The market gets excited and prices in the future faster than you think. So yes, on paper, you're going to say, well, what's 1 to 2%? Well, what I'm telling you is when we get up, when we start seeing the green candles, when we enter the golden box of friendship, you might just see some spikes up and you see all this bullish news. It's the market pricing in the future. It's anticipating a higher percentage coming in. We're going to speak more about that later. But this is, once again, more bullish undertones. Yes, even if they're insolvent, I say bring them on. Here is little Peppy sitting in the bedroom with, notice this, there are 2 bottles of water here on the windowsill. This is exactly how we operate, and he's sitting with a straight back in here. I hope so. I hope so. You are too, friends. We have so much good information here for you. There's also rumors circulating about Fidelity, right? They might make an offer to get the Grayscale. Now, I want you to know as well, this is just hopium, copium, maybe talk. It's not really anything to go home with. However, you need to understand something. In markets, you don't need facts to play out the way you think they do. You just need people to talk. You just need people to speculate. You just need people to get sick of something going down and to start getting a bit of bullishness in their loins. That's what you need. You don't actually need Fidelity to go and buy this Grayscale Bitcoin. You just need people to start talking about it. And that's what it is. So here I am exclaiming that I don't even know if this is legit. However, it would make sense for them to do that. It would make sense. I want to remind you that the Grayscale Bitcoin, it's like around $16,000 per Bitcoin if you want to buy it here. Now, of course, you can't buy all of it. It's not all of it on offer. So effectively, if they really wanted to, they could go buy all the Bitcoin for $16,000 and then just offer it to retail for $27,000 on their platform. So Fidelity is like BlackRock. They're a big, large asset institution. They do the same just as big brokering. You can go buy DCA. They offer every single thing in the world to all the Americans, right? I love big institutions like this, even though they are secret puppet wings for the government. This is how the government has insider control because we don't really live in what we call a democracy. This is how they do everything together, okay? So these guys, they have one elbow reach away from the government, and this is how they really control and get their hands in places. But it is what it is. This is how it's going to play. We're going to sit here and ignore it? No, we're not. We're going to try to take advantage of it, and you already are. You're buying in the depression, and we're going to sell in the euphoria. So I've always mentioned here as well. So, okay, so we have $16,000 Bitcoin if they theoretically were to buy. I'm not sure about the full price, but this Grayscale is really important, this GBTC, because this is the final thorn in Bitcoin's side. This needs to close the gap. It is about minus 36% right now from the real Bitcoin price. This is an indicator because there are people right now, they are buying Bitcoin. They're seeing the Bitcoin dominance go up and they're like, yeah, Bitcoin. But think about it. You got the government's going to sell an extra 30,000 this year. You've got Mt. Gox that's going to sell about 140,000 Bitcoin. And you also have this GBTC discount that's not closed. So if somebody really was truly hungry for GBTC or Bitcoin itself, they would probably be making more phone calls to come into it, even though you can't do any redemption. So I understand there's some FUD with it, but this is a sign that we're not ready to do the bull market yet. But on the other hand, we already know this because we're not even in the Bitcoin halvening year. We know you still got to have the Bitcoin halvening, you still got to do the big rinse, and you got to get everybody up. So we have a long way to go. But this is the types of information you've got to carry with you to know that, okay, I can still keep buying. We're still not there yet. Because you're probably thinking about this opposite. You are probably thinking that, damn, it's not going up. It's over. But no, it's wrong. We're early. There's still bullishness out there because we haven't gotten any of the weak hands in. The weak hands are not in. The weak hands are not in, friends. See, GBTC being minus 36% means strong hands are in, okay? When this gap closes, when this becomes only like minus 5% and the gap really closes, that means the final wave is approaching. And what do I mean by that? Well, if institutions really want to buy Bitcoin, they'll buy GBTC first, and then they only have one place left to buy from, and that is the free open public market. This is what happened in the previous bear market, okay? So once they started running out of everything to buy, they had to actually go secretly to all these exchanges and just getting OTC and just start smacking it up. They had to do it. This is what started happening. That's how we actually got the big moves up. But first, they have to exhaust all the supply out there. Because think about it. If it's like you looking for a good deal. You want to go and check the alleyway. You want to go check the garage sales. You want to go check discount stores. Before you go and buy something full price, you want to go and check it because your ticket price is so huge. Okay, we're not dealing with like hundreds of dollars here. We're dealing with enormous amounts. And these people want to make some serious money. And yes, unfortunately, everybody in for this Bitcoin is probably in for just another 2 to 3x, even though we want it to be much, much higher. I'd like to remind you, friends, my final message to you, we've gone through so much pain. Okay, we've gone through so much pain. You're seeing this bullish undertone. We got the Mastercard. You got Deutsche Bank coming in. Now you have this Grayscale, all these rumors coming out. The Bitcoin, BlackRock spot ETF. I want to remind you something, okay? We got to be prepared at any time for the party to be over. We don't know when it's going to be over. I promise you, the market does not owe you or me anything. We are not entitled to anything. We're even lucky this works in the first place. So I'm praying for you and me that we're going to have our wits about us, because if you are adequately bag packed here, I promise you, you're going to be okay in the future, because I have not mentioned any targets in the sky. I have not talked about even a $200,000 Bitcoin. My Bitcoin target is 85,000. And yes, where Ethereum lands and where all the altcoins land might disappoint everybody. However, if you are thinking of these targets now, you will not be disappointed. You'll come around unscathed. Think about the people who believed $50,000 Bitcoin would be the top. Think about those people down here. They win. All of us were thinking about $100,000 plus because there was infinite printing, zero interest rates, QE, etc., etc. Okay, so the people who had the poopy targets, they win. So now we've got to learn. We have a poopy target now. Even though we are optimistic, we're bullish, we're strong, but we have to be smart because at the end of the day, it's just me, you, and the market, and that's it. We're going to have to come around surviving for the next bear. Because if we screw this up, there's no coming back from this one, friends, because we know the gains are diminishing. But you know what's not diminishing? Absolutely our friendship. And it will be confirmed in the comment section. And mum and dad are going to be told that you love them. You're going to like, subscribe, press the belly button and all. And I will catch you in the next one.